What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Welcome back to another video. And I think as we see the crypto market kind of struggling right now, I think we need to get an understanding as to where Shiba Inu is and what's happening with Shiba Inu. I don't know if I've done a Shiba Inu video in a while. As I check my dashboard, I check my information, I really don't see a Shiba Inu video that has popped up in a while because honestly, the only thing I really have to talk about with Shiba Inu seems like it applies to this ecosystem dev team that I just don't want to hype up, that I don't want to be a part of and saying, look, they're changing the game and doing all of these other things and all of that stuff, because technically that's not even related to Shiba Inu. No matter how much they push that it is related to Shiba Inu, it's not. And we all know that, but we continue to try and live or feed into the hype because we're holding this Shiba Inu position, and anything that can push the position, we're all a fan of. But in reality, they're just taking advantage of the Shiba Inu community to gather another thing or gather more NFTs or gather this or that. So I don't know. There is a lot of news that's circulating around Shiba Inu and this ecosystem that's around it, or at least a part of it in some form or fashion. But I'm covering something else. We're going to talk about ChatGPT. We're going to talk about the predictions that come with them and how realistic those predictions actually are. Because anytime I see ChatGPT make a prediction, if they do make a prediction, you do see that it kind of falls in line with where we believe that the position is going to go. So let's talk about that, right? Guys, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out any of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon, those links are also in the description. Now, don't forget, I have a Rumble link down below. If you want to follow me on Rumble, feel free to do that. We're closing in on 350 followers. And if you are already watching on Rumble, I appreciate you guys for watching over there on that platform. But like I said, let's talk about Shiba Inu, because ultimately Shiba Inu, it does so much for people in this space, for just regular people within this space. And I'm always excited to see anyone gain a decent amount with a certain position. So when I see Shiba Inu thriving, I'm all for it. But when I see it falling down, I'm not really game, right? I don't want to see it drop down to a lower price. I want to see some more action. I want to see things that are pushing up. But even during this kind of bullish time in the market, we haven't seen Shiba Inu push up too much. And we were hoping that Shiba Inu can push up to a level to where it at least drop to 0 and then start competing and start pushing up to the level where it's at, 2 or 3, like 4 zeros and a 2, 4 zeros and a 3, and get back to what it feels like is normal, right? But anyways, this is where Shiba Inu currently stands. It's at 0.00008636. We're seeing it at down about 2% on the day. We're also seeing a $5 billion market cap right now and a $275 million volume day. It's up 67% in volume, but you can see majority of that volume has to be red, has to be negative volume, whether it's shorts or selling. That's what we're mainly seeing there. Obviously, what we focus on Shiba Inu is trying to get to that overall price point. We focus on the market cap and we focus on what the overall supply will be. So the supply is still sitting at 589 trillion throughout the 2+ years that we've been going through this and talking about this. We haven't even made a dent in the supply. So it's kind of looking like it's going to be very difficult and insanely difficult for us to burn off that supply that we really want to burn off. So ultimately, that's what we're seeing. If we look at the last day, again, down 2%. The last 7 days, we are up 4%. The last month, we're up 21%. And the last year, we are down about 5.9%. So really, we haven't been up to that drop 0 level in a little bit. Like, we've been up here in, I believe, when was that? That was in February. We saw this in March and also through April, and then all of a sudden things were down here again. So majority of that time, we were seeing it down below this drop 0 level and added to the 5-0 level. So ultimately, we need to see news. We're waiting for this larger form of news, and during these times, what you saw. You saw the announcement or the Shibarium announcement from Satoshi, and then how Shibarium kind of went south and how everything really started dropping down for Shiba Inu and for Bone and for Leash and all of those, because Shibarium didn't really have an impact. But anyways, we have some good news, right? Even though we have all this bad news that the market really doesn't look as solid today, it's at a $1.39 trillion market cap. We look at ChatGPT, or this article here talking about how ChatGPT forecasts Shiba Inu's minimum and maximum price targets for early 2024. So we at least have some sort of positive news, maybe, right? So popular chatbot ChatGPT AI has shared some bullish news for Shiba Inu. Forecasting favorable prices for the canine themed token by early next year. According to ChatGPT's latest prediction, the price of Shiba Inu could spike to a minimum of 0.000013 by early 2024, which would be phenomenal to see it grow, which would be about a 52% surge to that level of 0.000013 from the 50 level 8 where we currently stand. In addition, the chatbot also speculated that Shiba Inu could rally to 0.00001619 by the beginning of 2024, marking an 82% increase in the current price. Now, that is big. It bears mentioning that ChatGPT's latest prediction is nothing compared to Shiba Inu's previous all-time high of 0.00008. However, the forecast suggests that Shiba Inu could have gained momentum ahead of the upcoming bull market. So looking at that, it obviously gives us something to think about, whether we can get to that level and see a 52% return or see it increase to a level to where you're about 100% return. That's not a bad prediction, right? That's more conservative than anything to see it rally up to those points. However, if we see the overall official bull market where we see the altcoins that are running, Bitcoin, Ethereum, ETFs that are out there, all the things that we really want to see implemented in the crypto market, of course, we're going to see a higher price than 0.000016. We'll see it grow a lot higher, but it does get us back to a form of normalcy as we start to rise up to some of those levels. So it's good to see ChatGPT say something positive because we don't have much positivity that's going on in the meme coin space, because you have Shiba Inu that's not really moving as much. You have Dogecoin that's not really moving as much. It's really hovering around that 8 cent mark. And you have a lot of others that aren't really making major moves as well. But hopefully you guys see the value in this. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. If you guys want to let me know what you think about this prediction, if you think that it's well short of where Shiba Inu will go, obviously this is not the maximum that Shiba Inu will get to in the bull run. This is just kind of that prediction as we start to see that rally in the meme coin space and push up to some of these levels early 2024. Hopefully we see it happen at the end of 2023. We see it really push up to a way higher level to kind of cement the bull run to happen, right? We would love for that to happen. But anyways, like I said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you guys want to follow me on Rumble, remember that link is at the top of the description. I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. See ya.